Hi, Pisces. Let's get into your reading. I'm starting this reading with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And again, my readings, if this is your first time seeing one of my readings, because I'm one of those very inconsistent readers. This is your first time to my page. I do readings. Okay, something weird just happened with my connection. Anyway, I do readings when I feel called to do them. I try to do them every month, but hey, it just works however it works. Anyway, this has no specific timeline, but for the sake of documentation and just kind of staying current, I do put the month that I film it in on the title. Anyway, let's get into your reading. I'm starting this with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which is more for advice, but it's okay. We're going to start this reading kind of backwards, if you will. So we're going to give the advice first, and then we're going to dig into why this card is coming up. So this card is Mending. It's the last card in the deck, which I thought was interesting. I went ahead and pulled it to save time because my guidebook is a PDF version, and I want to read from the book to make sure I hit all the high notes about this card. And I don't want to make this reading drag on forever. So it's the last card in the deck, and Pisces is the last last sign in the zodiac, so I thought that was interesting. Anyway, the essential meanings of this card are forgiveness, making amends, and healing after some type of argument or disagreement. So the Oracle's message here is, it says, each time we are hurt, we allow hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration. We accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearsed over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive and release, to make peace, and to make amends with others. Set yourself free. The relationship message, excuse me, I'll go ahead and read that. Also, it says, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move on. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do. Sorry, the word was chopped up anyway. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So let's dig into this reading. Let's find out what this is about. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some tarot. Did I not pull out enough? Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, thought I had more than one tarot deck. I'll go ahead and pull some decks from the tarot to get a better understanding of why mending is coming out, what you might be mending. Maybe it's something internally. Maybe you're forgiving someone from your past. Maybe you're forgiving yourself. But compassion and patience, I think, is just necessary. Clarify mending, please. Show me more about mending. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords. There's definitely some pain, some hurt, some trauma, some wounds. There could have been verbal abuse, mental abuse of some sort, psychological abuse, and the King of Cups. So this could have been someone who you had a great deal of emotion for, who has a great deal of emotion for you, or the emotional abuse, the pain is just very advanced. This person has been doing this for a very long time and has become very skilled at it. But this represents compassion in the upright. It represents love, honesty, like just candor, but compassionate candor. You know what I mean? Like just being compassionately truthful and honest and forthright. It has a harmonious feeling to it, but maybe this is something that someone has learned to do after being hurt or causing hurt. Anything else for mending? Okay, thank you. The High Priestess and the Four of Wands came out. They both came out like weird, kind of sideways, but the Four of Wands is here. So this can be like the home or a job, something that was once balanced, something made it imbalanced or was causing some type of imbalance or making someone feel uncomfortable where they couldn't be themselves. The High Priestess is here, so someone could have been keeping some type of secrets. There could have been lots of deep emotions. With the King of Cups here, there is a lot of emotion present. When the High Priestess is someone is keeping it to themselves or keeping something secret and not revealing something intuitively, I feel like there's a lot of messages. The Moon card at the bottom of this deck. I'm going to clarify some of these cards. I do feel like there's lots of intuitive energy in this spread, lots of like water, psychic. Just with the High Priestess and the King of Cups, I feel like that kind of overpowers this Four of Wands and the Three of Swords, this air and fire energy. This new moon could be very insightful, could reveal some emotions, some feelings, some secrets. I know it's going to reveal secrets, but personally, it could reveal secrets about the situation, about some type of pain, some type of hurt, something that took place. Maybe somebody lied on you. It could have been slander, but somebody could have broken your heart. Thank you. Interesting. The World reverse came out for this King of Cups. So there's some type of lesson that hasn't quite been learned. Somebody's not really able to get to the next level yet. Anything else for King of Cups, please? King of Cups. Thank you. We have the Strength card. And also the Eight of Swords came out. So somebody could be kind of closed-minded, seeing something only one way, or having some type of anxiety, not really utilizing their true strength, willpower, or courage, not having the courage. They could be allowing their anxiety to get the best of them and keep them stuck or keep them trapped, or just keep them in a limited mindset or perspective. And that could be what's hindering them from accomplishing their goal or achieving their this level, like leveling up. We got the fixed energy on the World card, and then the Leo came out, fixed fire. So yeah, it could be like a fixed mindset, like you're choosing to only go about something one way. You only have the courage to do something one way, and that's keeping you stuck. It's hindering you, and it's just time for you to be a little bit more mutable and try to go at it at a different angle, expand your perspective. Excuse me, even though it might scare you, something about this fear is irrational. You can totally do it. I just feel like mostly you just don't want to. Whoever that's for. Four of Wands, please. Thank you. Okay. Somersaulted out. We got Four of Cups. Due to this situation, somebody's not really feeling it, not really trusting whatever's being offered, is a little bit reluctant, even though they need a change of pace, they need new interests, they need something new to come in and excite them or get them going again, spark their emotions, make them feel whole again, make them feel balanced, make them feel creative and bring out who they are and allow them to express themselves. It's like, is this it? I'm not really sure. Show me more about the Four of Wands, please. Thank you. Okay, we got the High Priestess again. So I feel like intuitively somebody just knows something is not right, or they have just a feeling, a gut feeling about something. They know something is imbalanced. Again, this one originally came out in the reverse technically, and I just put it up right. So it does kind of hold. I feel like it once was balanced, and at some point maybe it presented itself to be something in an inauthentic way, just to get you there. And now you're like, I don't trust you. Something about it is just like your intuition, like your radar, your psychic senses are kind of going off. You could be having dreams, or you just feel very strongly about the situation for whatever reason, and maybe you're not sure. Maybe there's just something subconsciously that you're aware of, and your higher self could be acting based on those feelings, those emotions, those hints, those downloads. It does feel like downloads. Somebody's feeling very reluctant. Now, don't turn away every opportunity that comes your way, because I do feel like intuitively you'll know, but don't allow a past situation to taint your vision. or to make you not trust, abruptly, you know, like kind of give something a chance if it seems like it's worthy of it. Show me the High Priestess. High Priestess, please. Thank you. Okay. Flipped out and then it came out in it came out and then it flipped over in the reverse. Queen of Swords reverse. So be mindful of how you communicate. Maybe I feel like also this is saying like hush, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Maybe you have a tendency to be a little blunt or just be very honest, because that's kind of what I got from this King of Cups, like that honesty. Maybe it's even harsh honesty. Maybe it's just kind of like blunt, which is kind of why like somebody's maybe learning how to be a little bit more compassionate. Maybe you just haven't quite learned how to express certain aspects of, I don't know, like maybe you haven't learned how to think outside of the box, so to speak, like think outside of your norm in some ways. But anyway, I'm not going back to that. This could also represent being closed-minded. Somebody could be shutting out their intuition, which is such a shame, because I feel like it's trying to alert you, trying to give you hints, direction, and things like that. Maybe you have a fixed air or fixed fire or fixed period, a fixed Mercury sign or something. Check your chart. But anyway, I think your intuition is trying to give you hints and to redirect you. And this could be your intuition offering you something. It's like your guides, your higher self offering you something through another vessel that you're just untrusting. And maybe you're shutting it down, shutting it out, closing out your intuition, quieting your intuition, not trusting what's coming to you. Anything else for High Priestess? It also could just be arguments. The Nine of Cups and the Moon is here. So there could be some fears regarding like going at it alone or achieving emotional happiness on your own, or just doing something that makes you happy by yourself. The Moon card represents dreams, but also fears. So again, subconscious messages and downloads could come through. Special messages from your guides could come through in your dreams. I feel like for some of you, the messages don't talk about the downloads that you're getting. You don't need to share it with other people right now. Maybe journal it or just keep it to yourself. And for others, I feel like some of you are shutting out your intuition due to fear. Maybe the messages that you're getting are scary, but you're misinterpreting the messages, and then that part is what's like freaking you out or making you feel some type of way. But we have the Nine of Cups here, which is Pisces energy. So I'm not sure. I think it's Jupiter in Pisces, actually. So it does expand the emotions and expands the intuitive abilities, but it can also expand the fear. Somebody could also be kind of playing the victim a little bit. But there's a lot that is unknown about this journey that is unseen, and that can be scary for you. But for many of you, I think the message is just don't talk about what's going on, but also just be mindful of the way you communicate to people. Don't be dishonest, don't be harsh, don't be cruel. Maybe watch how you talk to people. Maybe watch your tone. Maybe don't be condescending. Maybe don't be rude. Just something about the way you communicate, but also how you speak to yourself. Reflect on how you speak to yourself and how you speak to others and how that correlates. But also maybe somebody needs to kind of not shut their mind off, but silence excessive thoughts, do some meditation. The Four of Cups can kind of, not really, never mind. I'm like, the Four of Cups can't kind of be like she's sitting there looking like she could be meditating, but she's not. She's not. All right, I'm going to pull these mini cards up so that I can use this deck again to re-clarify. And we will pull some astrological oracle cards for you, and then we'll take a look at what's going on around you with Clipper deck. Can I get some messages from Pisces? Okay, we got 8th house, Pallas Athena. Let's see if one more wants to come out. Third house showed itself, but it didn't come out. Something about your childhood could be relevant, or children, or your neighborhood. Okay, that's too many. Okay, that's too many too. All right. I'll just take from the top. Oh, never mind. Okay, I got one. Thank you. So we have 8th house, Pallas Athena, and first quarter moon. So for the 8th house, this is Scorpio energy, very fitting for the energy that we're currently sitting in as I film this. This could call for you to do some shadow work, which does feel relevant. That feels legit based on the situation. Something could be triggering you, reminding you of something old, bringing out a not so healthy part of yourself or a dark part of yourself that is, I hate using dark because dark does not always mean bad, but it could be a lower vibrational part of yourself that that's kind of negative, pessimistic, that's not allowing you to trust your intuition as much as you normally would, or that you should, because even as a Pisces sun sign, if that's all you have, that's the only placement you're watching this reading for, you're still highly intuitive, whether you know it or not. So with 8th house here, this could be regarding other people's money, taxes. Somebody could be getting a divorce. I don't know why that just came. Somebody could be getting a divorce. So you could be divorced. That could be why this 4 of Wands is upside down. So they can be offering you things and you're like, I don't really want this shit. With that 4 of Cups that came out, like, I don't want this. They can be like, here, take this. And you're like, I don't want this. So that could be what broke the home up or caused some imbalance or a rift. Maybe you knew that it was coming, or you saw it coming, or you see it coming. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. With the 8th house being here, it represents death. So any type of death, anytime something ends finally, and for good. But there's always a rebirth here with the 8th house. It represents taboo things, danger, reflection also. I feel like reflection is very, very high with this reading. And I feel like with that Queen of Swords reverse, it's like, don't talk as much as you think. Like, reflect on what you're going through, what you're processing. Reflect on your thoughts. Take it all in and make sense of it before you just go, telling everybody, because it's like you can misinterpret things, and then by the time you heal and you reflect and you see things from a different way, it's like, oh, maybe I was wrong, or maybe I shouldn't have said that. And it could just be like venting, or you could just have a flawed perspective or limited perspective, because again, we have that 8 of Swords. So just work on reflecting and maybe not talk about whatever this is, or just keep your opinion to yourself. Or if you're going to talk, just be mindful of how you communicate. Anyway, very Plutonic energy. This is the realm of reincarnation, like I said. So this is representing that it's time to take a break from the world and let go of destructive behaviors. So however you've been destructive towards yourself or towards others, again, it could be the relationship you have with yourself solely. It could be how you talk to others. But again, your relationship with yourself is like that's the baseline for every other relationship, in your life. So it says, come up with a realistic plan for sorting out things before they get worse. It says, nobody can do this part of your evolution for you. And it's long, hard work. It may feel like torture, but it's worth it. It's definitely necessary, and it's definitely worth it. So Pallas Athena is here. I can't remember what this is about off the top of my head. It says the warrior keywords are intelligence, creativity, wisdom, liberation, diplomacy, zealous, overly critical. I do feel like those are some of the energies that are needed here to help you get through, to help you push through, to help you fight for a better relationship with yourself, and also in turn a better relationship with others. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with these lights. Oh, I hate when it does this. I guess you're not going to be able to see it. I guess it's better than nothing. I don't know. Anyway, When Palace appears in your reading, it says it's time to make a plan. That's kind of what the 8th house card says. It's like being very practical and critical about the way you go about things, but also not going about things the way you've always gone about them, because what do you get? What you've always gotten. That's the definition of insanity. So get out of that fixed mindset and try to come up with new ways. Like, it's time to get creative with your game plan, with your strategy, with this shadow work, with getting through these things. It says, weighing out the pros and the cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. The physical act of writing ideas down brings them to life. So this could help you look at the bigger picture. So strategy and planning is necessary here. It says become a defender of your community. Palace is not a me energy. It is a we energy. So it's like you're thinking about what's best for yourself and the collective, which is very Piscean. But maybe you haven't been doing that in your daily life or within your relationships, and maybe it's time to do so. This could also be relating to other people around you, but I'm going to ask specifically for other people around you. But every now and then the energies can flip. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So it also says that we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation. Also, we are part of a bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbors may have ideas that can be utilized to benefit everybody. So that could be why the 3rd house card came out. There could be someone in your neighborhood or in your immediate environment, like a friend, relative, or like a sibling that could assist you or provide some insight for you. Then we have 1st quarter moon. So this is a growing energy of the moon. This is when the moon is half full. It says growth is the key word here. The stems and leaves you are developing in the beginning take real form here. Your intuition is getting stronger by the day. So placing your trust in yourself is paramount to reaching your next stage. You already have the answers that you're looking for. As the moon grows, so can nagging thoughts and doubts. The moon is going to continue her cycle, whether you accompany her or not. So you may as well keep going. I do feel like that's why the High Priestess came out twice. Your intuition is getting stronger. It's growing. Your insight is higher. Your awareness is higher. So it's time to trust yourself. And it's like, if you don't trust yourself, that's kind of when things kind of go a little crazy, because the spirit is trying to get your attention and you're ignoring it, basically, or you're overthinking it. Whatever it is, it's time to just find peace, find balance, and trust yourself. What's going on around Pisces? Who or what is around Pisces? So we have thief here. Thief. Somebody could be trying to take something from you. Great fortune wanted to come out, but it did not. It showed itself. Okay. Bad health. Ooh. I do feel like this is the energy of an energy vampire. Despair. Ooh, I don't like this. One more. Okay, mature woman. So this could be someone you know, someone around you, someone who you feel is wise. Maybe this is somebody who's offering some type of support or advice to help you get through this situation. This could be like a spirit guide. It could be an elder, or just someone who you feel is very knowledgeable. It could be an older woman or an old soul. It could be me. I don't know why. That's weird. It could be me for some of you, especially if you know me personally or you've come to me for personal reading before. It could be me, because I am an old soul, and some people come to me like I'm a guide or a mentor for some people. So it could be someone like that, or someone who is older, wiser, spiritually older, or it could be like a grandparent, an older aunt, something like that. So thief is here. Somebody's trying to take something, or with thief feels like an energy vampire. It says it's a dark and foggy alley. It's a challenging to negative card. It could be some type of theft and literal embezzlement or loss. It could be also material or emotional. So yeah, it does feel like it could also be energetic, like emotional, but energetic as well. And it could leave you in a really bad situation or in a depression. We did have the 4 of Cups out. The 4 of Cups can tend to be depression. So it does talk about with this card. It can also mean fewer. Maybe somebody's health is improving. Somebody's health or situation, financial situation, maybe that's improving. Maybe they're having less bad health or less despair for probably a few of you. But for others, this could be a warning. It represents something that's being taken away, removed, or separated, distant, or absent. It says to be warned. It either indicates a loss, either literal or in the sense of theft or missing out on something. It can represent dishonesty of thought and approach, rather than the physical act. I do feel like that heavily resonates, that line right there. Like when you know that there's another way and you just pretend like it doesn't exist. Again, that Eight of Swords energy that came out previously. So being very closed-minded or choosing to only act on a few of several options available. And you're like, oh no, those aren't good options. And it's like, how do you know? You haven't tried them. Just because you're not wanting to take a risk, that can really put you in a bad situation. Not listening to your intuition that is growing and getting stronger, that is going off and hinting to you certain things, that could put you in a bad situation when your higher self is trying to get you to do something and your ego is like, no, we can't do that, or ooh, that's scary, or what do people think of me? And it's like, who cares? Do what's best for you. So bad health. Oh, yeah, this could also be the loss or theft of any kind, be it money, goods, love, or friendship. So again, that feeling of like somebody breaking up, a separation, a divorce, something like that. There could be some loss associated with that. There could be recovery taking place from a situation that has already happened. Feels like something's stuck on my lip. Probably a fiber from this mic. Anywho, with bad health being here, it can literally mean poor health, like a cold. Somebody could get sick or something like that. Somebody could be on bed rest or maybe need to check up to the doctor. It feels like depression. It feels emotional or energetic, maybe even spiritual. Somebody could need like some Reiki or something, trying that just to lift their spirits or help them understand or reconnect to themselves in a deeper way. It represents sickness, depression, addiction, or problems. Somebody could also have problems with erectile dysfunction. Somebody could have like loss of libido, something like that. Seeing a doctor about it. Somebody could be getting some type of medical treatment, needing some type of rest. It could be also a temporary break from illness or an inability to act. So maybe somebody's, you're feeling a little bit better, but you're not really able to move around. With despair here, it just represents somebody being kind of feeling like down on their luck, emotionally exhausted, serious concussions, fevers, or migraines. So I do feel like, this is a warning, commonly used for the jealousy. With luck and positive card, with luck, a positive card will be next to this. No, there's no positive cards here. All of these cards are considered negative. It's not a very promising card. It says despair either describes a relationship that is characterized by trouble, or you suffer from a heavy workload or fear of loss. There could be a fear of loss, fear of job loss, or this relationship is extremely draining. Whatever this relationship is, it either needs to end, or it is ending, or it's about to end. This card always warns you not to expect too much of ourselves and others. Despair brings grief, adversity, and obstacles. This card is a card of brooding and worrying, frustrations, headaches, fever, jealousy, or anger. But things will work out if positive cards are close. This is either something that Spirit is warning you about. There could be some older woman, relative, or wise person who could assist you, helping you with advice or mentoring you, guiding you through the situation. It could be also a spirit guide. It could even be your higher self. I know it looks really, really crappy, but I do feel like this is something that you can heal from, and that your higher self is going to assist you with healing from. And again, I split the deck and the High Priestess there. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Show me. Let's see. I'm just going to pull 4 cards for all 4 of these. So maybe somebody stole some money from you. Ooh, I don't like that. Theft here with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. It could be regarding family business, a family business or something like that, but there could have been a loss of money. Also, there could have been like a waste of time, energy, or effort on something. I do feel like waste of time, more time and effort than money. I feel like it's intangible, and that's probably what pisses you off even more about the situation. Show me the 10 of Pentacles reverse. The High Priestess. The High Priestess again. I knew it was going to come out a 3rd time. Your intuition is really on fire. Maybe you're mad because maybe you knew the situation was going to happen. Maybe you wasted your time with something and you knew it was going to happen. Or there was an energy variance. There was something about it that you knew. Maybe you ignored your intuition, but it caused you to waste your time or to lose out on some money, time, energy, effort of some sort. Like maybe there's some type of investment, right? It's just anything else for 10 of Pentacles reverse. For Thief, thank you. We have the Page of Wands. You could be exploring new options. This could be spiritual insight. Maybe the spiritual insight came in a new way. Like maybe you're not normally clairaudient, but you heard something this time or something like that. Like maybe it's a new gift, a new channel. Sorry, this reading is long. I'm like, I guess it's just going to be one of them. What is that smell? It's the 2nd night in a row. It smells something. It smells like something's burning. Burnt popcorn or something. I don't know. Anyway, King of Swords reversed for bad health. I feel like this closed-mindedness, again with that Queen of Swords that came out reversed, I feel like that is going to hinder you. If you shut out, if you don't listen to the guidance of your higher self, or maybe the wisdom of some wise person that is close to you, that you know, a relative, a mother, even a soulmate. It could be somebody who's a peer, who's just a wise soul, an old soul. This King of Swords here, I feel like this is just closed-mindedness. It could also be harsh communication, arguments, or something like that. It could be there could be some verbal abuse that has hurt someone so deeply to the point where they're having physical ailments, or the depression is so bad that they're just like their body is responding to it. Show me the King of Swords. Reverse, please. King of Swords reverse. The Empress. The Empress's divine feminine energy is creative energy. It's also that like I said, feminine energy. So maybe because this intuition or this psychic download or it doesn't even have to be that deep. It could be very subtle, and you could be overthinking or just expecting something to be logical, and it's not. And it's just meant to just be beautiful or just be creative. With this Empress card here, this also represents abundance. There could be abundance of closed-mindedness happening, abundance of harsh communication or verbal abuse taking place. It could be happening internally or within other relationships, but it's detrimental to your health. Either this closed-mindedness, the communication, the verbal abuse, something, whatever it is, whatever this King of Swords represents. This King of Swords reversed, that Queen of Swords reversed, that closed-mindedness. With despair here, I feel like finally hitting rock bottom helps you come out of this closed-mindedness, because it's like you're desperate for results, for something new, and it helps you to shift out of this closed-mindedness or this limited perspective, and you start to allow yourself to act on other options, even though they may be unfavorable. Show me the 8 of Swords reversed. Ace of Cups, and look at that. An offer of love, of healing, of abundance. Oh, and look at that. You learn your lesson. I love that. Don't you just love how the stories go with the ace? I mean, with the world card in the upright, it came out reversed previously for not learning that lesson. And sometimes you just have to learn the hard way. Experience is the best teacher. And sometimes you have to fall and bump your head before you realize, oh, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Even though intuition told me not to do that. Now I know. And now I know why. So with mature woman, we have 10 of Cups. I do feel like this person is going to help you achieve long-term happiness and success. Maybe this is a friend or a relative, but I just see you experiencing lots of joy and satisfaction, being pleased with yourself, being proud of yourself. Show me the 10 of Cups. Thank you. With the 3 of Wands. Yeah, just being in a place where you're able to plan your next move. Or this happiness is coming in for you. You know what to expect. The 6 of Cups here. Soulmate energy. This could be someone from your past. It could be some type of apology, reconciliation of some sort, or just a showcase of love. You could be expecting a visitor. You could be expecting someone from your past, an old lover. Somebody could be coming to visit you, soulmate, a friend. Somebody from your past, a childhood friend, something like that could be coming to visit you. You could be waiting on somebody, a soulmate, somebody to return from somewhere. Maybe somebody took a trip. But this 3 of Wands is a waiting energy. Excuse me. You could be waiting on love or something like that. Let's pull some Romance Angels cards, and then we will end this very long reading. What could be possibly going on with love for Pisces? This reading is almost 40 minutes long. Oops. I didn't intend for it to be this long. Unrequited love. I definitely feel like whatever the current situation is, I feel like maybe at this point this is healing, and then now being in a place where you're open to actual love with a true soulmate, a more balanced, compassionate love with the 6 of Cups here that feels very young and fresh. With the unrequited love, I feel like that's the current situation or the past situation that's being worked through or that you're healing from. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It could have been extremely imbalanced. It could have been abusive. I do feel like it was abusive in some way. Love yourself first is here. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attracted. Being more in love with yourself attracts the perfect suitors. The deeper your connection with yourself, the deeper your connection with your relationships. And I do feel like there's an element of the way you treat yourself that is reflected in the way you treat others and the way others treat you as well, because you put up with what you think you deserve. So maybe you're reflecting on ways you can love yourself better, and maybe you could be closed-minded to ways that you like. Maybe you think that you're doing a good job, and somebody could point out where you could do better, and you could just be like, no, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like closed-minded to suggestions, to offers, to advice, when you should be a little bit more open-minded. So that's part of the lesson here, getting out of your own way and not speaking so harshly or down on yourself. With passion, as the third card, it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I do feel like it is necessary to connect with your passion, not to shut down, so that you reconnect with yourself in a passionate way. But also doing that first is going to help you connect with others, draw in more love, more long-term happiness. Somebody could be getting married, like after all this situation. Like you could be accomplishing things and having goals and dreams that you never thought that you like, things that you never thought you wanted because you didn't think it was possible based on this previous relationship. It could even be a parent. It could be, I don't know. I just feel like it's somebody who's developed this behavior over a serious amount of time, and Because of that, it's damaged your mindset and the way you think about yourself, the way you talk to yourself. And it's necessary for you to kind of retrain your mind. And it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of effort. And maybe you feel like you spend a lot of time going in the wrong direction, but it's never too late to start over and figure out the right path and try something new. Because it's going to bring in abundance and love and harmony and peace and healing. And it's going to help you learn your lessons, achieve your goals, level up, and ascend. And this is a closed chapter. It's like once you close this chapter, you don't have to repeat this lesson ever again. You're on to a new beginning, a fresh start. Excuse me. Endings and beginnings are perfect representation of that. And it involves a lot of love. And I think a lot of love for yourself. Excuse me. So it is time to get serious with Venus moving into Capricorn soon. It is time to get serious about the things that we're passionate about pleasure, about love, about our relationships. So that could be what passion is about. Maybe it's art, whatever it is for you. It's time for you to reconnect with it and fall deeper in love with yourself. Okay. So I hope this reading was helpful for you, Pisces. I enjoyed it, even though it was long as hell. I didn't intend for it to be this long, but it is what it is. And I appreciate you for watching. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Make sure you watch your other signs. Subscribe on Patreon for early content and exclusive readings and blog posts. And check me out on social media. Personal readings are available by the links below.